Hello, everybody. Welcome to this series of short videos, which I'm calling the Goethe Project, and the subtitle is "Where's Goethe when you need him?" And we're back. I guess we're back in video webcam communication for many of us because all the Michael Chekhov community has been meeting recently. I'm recording this for anyone listening or watching this in the future. I'm recording this on the 9th of April 2020, so that's 3 weeks now of complete isolation for myself and for many of you watching, all those watching in the present, as it were, in these next few days and weeks. We're in the middle of this, it's a really bad crisis, and I'm sure you're all facing the same things that I am, and I do hope you're all well and your family's well and you're keeping safe. So what am I doing here? Well, a lot of the Michael Chekhov community has been contributing different things online, classes and lots of other material. And we've been meeting up and figuring out what the hell to do, how to teach acting in this new environment, or how to just pause and hope that things return to what we used to call normal fairly soon. But anyway, I was thinking about what I might do, and rather than go to the sort of contribute to the acting world, it seemed to me to make more sense to do something a bit different and add to what's been already contributed by so many. And in fact, it's something which doesn't have to be, is not completely connected to acting, because Goethe has been a constant inspiration for myself and for Thais over the years at Michael Chekhov Brazil. As we go more into the Michael Chekhov work, and more into Goethe's studying him, we just continue to find connections, and he's just become a big inspiration in many different ways. I've got a picture one for you. So. And one of the things which is very dear to us and which is very precious is his way of the method he developed for observing nature. And so what I thought I might do is produce these little videos which will teach you or guide you through a little tutorial to guide you through the process. It's a very beautiful little method. There's 4 little steps, and so there's 4 little videos. Actually, there's more videos because I'm explaining what to do, but there are actually 4 videos for the actual exercise. And it's very beautiful. And the Chekhov people among you will, of course, know the concentration exercises that Michael Chekhov gave using objects, which you work with a lot at Michael Chekhov Brazil. In fact, when our students are on their 2-month training, they have to do a concentration exercise every day, use an object every day, and do that. That's like a sort of meditation they use. So, the origins of those exercises almost certainly would have been these exercises, this method of observing the natural world, which actually is as relevant now as ever, because what Goethe was doing really was reacting to the scientific methods that had been developed since throughout the early Enlightenment and so forth, and he felt they were very dry and very analytical, as if me observing something in nature was a one-way thing, where I'm the scientist and I'm observing nature, so it's just a one-way dynamic. And Goethe felt this was, just from his own experience, felt this was lacking in something, that when he observed a plant, he realized that it wasn't just him sort of intellectually understanding all the elements of it and analyzing it, and a sort of dry intellectual exercise. It was actually something which was a two-way dynamic, that the plant was revealing itself to him, or that he was transformed by the activity of being with the plant, as it were. So he felt that this was a sort of two-way dynamic, and in fact he developed he called this as a sort of general title for this type of work this type of scientific study, he called it zarte Empirie, which in English would be delicate empiricism. So it's not, so the empiricism is there. You want to find out exactly how the world is, but at the same time, it has to be delicate or soft. Zart also means soft. So it's a soft empiricism or a delicate empiricism that he was bringing. There's also quite a well-known quote which illustrates what he meant by this. Okay, this or what he was trying to get across in this idea that it's a two-way dynamic. When I'm observing the natural world, something in me changes. So he wrote, man knows himself only to the extent that he knows the world. He becomes aware of himself only within the world, and aware of the world only within himself. And this is the next phrase is the one. Every new object, well contemplated, opens up a new organ of perception within us. All right, so that's in a nutshell what I've just been talking about. Anyway, it's a very beautiful method that anyone can do, and as I said, there are 4 stages, and you're going to use a plant to experiment, to try this out, to actually do this. Okay, so I prepared these videos, and here's a guide to what these videos are. Okay, they're all in the same timeline. I mean, if you just leave this on, you'll just go through the whole thing. So the second video, the one after this one, is preparation. It's very simple. There's nothing major you need. It's all very simple stuff. So I will explain all what you need to do to prepare in the next video, and then when you're done with that one, you have to go videos 3 to 6. That's the actual exercise. Okay, so that needs to be done in one sitting. Okay, you can do that. You can watch this video, you can watch the preparation video, then you can spend a week messing around trying to find the time to do it, and then you can do. But once you sit down with video 3, you want to go through to 6 in one go. Okay, so that's very important. All right, and then the last video is actually an invitation. Because, as I'll explain then, I'm doing this, preparing these videos so that you can work in your own time and be very flexible, and it's an asynchronous, as we've all learned this word recently, tutorial. But at the same time, I do really want to connect with you. So what I'm doing is organizing weekly meetings for people who have done the exercise, and we can share and talk about Goethe and Chekhov and all sorts of other things. So that's, I think, all I needed to share with you. Yes, I just wanted to one little disclaimer. I'm not an expert or a historian or anyone. I'm just what they used to call an amateur before it became a sort of a non-professional, not very good person, but an amateur in the sense of a lover of Goethe. I stand before you simply as someone who's self-taught himself this work, knows it quite well, and love it. So, and that's my only claim to any authority here. So I just wanted to say that I'm not actually a good expert or historian. I don't know his dates properly or his life. I mean, I do know bits about his life, but because I've studied, but only as an amateur. All right, so I think that's it for now. So go on to the next video when you're ready, and see what you're going to need to before you start the actual exercise. All right, so I'll see you there.